global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. A quick update on what is going on as at now in Rivers State. Don't forget that some few hours ago we did mention that Nyesom Wike, the undisputed quote-unquote political leader of Rivers State, is in town, and of course in hush tone is beginning to come out there, beginning to use their social media page to begin to scream and shout to high heavens that Wike really needs to look into this matter because loyalty has and must be rewarded. Of course, the Fubara's media team are laughing themselves and having fun, literally speaking, urging them to keep spilling more, as this is no longer political as one would think, and this is more personal than political. We're going to give you full details on that, what both camps are saying as of some few minutes ago, as at the time of filing this report. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel, like, share, and also comment. Now, according to the Wikematics media team, they're using their social media handle to literally vent their frustration on what is going on. Remember that RESEC had already listed out their timetable. 30th, they'll be conducting their local government elections, and Nyesom Wike allegedly is in town for PDP primaries, and we all know, quote and unquote, that whoever emerges from Wike's camp is actually the winner. It's Nigerian politics. You may not like it, but that's the reality we found ourselves in. So selection right now is very important. If your name is in, it's in. If your name is out, it's absolutely out. And hence, the politicking has begun. The name calling has started in earnest, and they have taken their fight into the social media. Now, according to the news, one of them took a retrospect to how it all began, how they struggled, and what is their profit. They thought the mantra is Inyendeba, Inyendeba. What's going on? In December 2024, a post was about the unwavering support of the 10th House of Assembly media aides, okay, from the onset of the crisis in October 2023. It is surprising that the people that started this fight to defend our national leader, their bosses, and the structure are nowhere to be found in the scheme of things. They are lamenting. Aside Eleme and Ohada East media aides that have gotten a clear path of direction, nothing can be said about the others, counselor, supervisor, or anything. It might shock you that most do not even earn salaries. Even when they do, it is a mere 50,000 naira. In this present day Nigeria, they are asking, it can only be fair that the loyalty of these young, vibrant, and loyal followers be rewarded accordingly, without hesitation. After all, they were at the fore of the countering the false narratives of having a factional River State House of Assembly and Speaker. Of course, at the background, I see the pictures of all the aides, what they've done. But let's quickly find out what the media person of Fubara is saying concerning this matter. Honestly, everybody seems to be having a hearty laugh on this matter. Now, quickly, according to Fubara's media team, the loyal supporters of Fubara who have decided to keep silent and observe as things unfold, could not help but begin to open up and literally started smiling, because the whole thing is just flooded on the social media. They can't hold their calm, and they are now saying, I beg, the white smoke done ready. I still they wait to make una drop information, please. It wasn't enough. He said, updates they cry now. I still they wait. They still continued. He said, I beg, what's the latest of the smokings now? Please, I need update. I no sleep throughout last night. Now, very quickly, during this whole crisis, so you understand where this angle is coming from. During this whole crisis of Fubara Nyesom Wike, they had this media group, very strong media ally, Wikematics, that were always giving update. They don't sleep. Each time Fubara's media group comes up, in minutes, they counter. So they will always tell you updates, latest updates, updating and countering all media, info that is in favor of Fubara. They will counter it and give a narrative, and sometimes come with pictures and receipts to show that what they have is more authentic than what Fubara's media team had. So they, so to speak, were in each other's DMs, watching, to counter each other. So it was a case of media war, literally speaking. I will best you, I will counter your rubbish, whatever is a strong point. So as it is right now, what is paining the Wikematics media people is the fact that they believe they've done quite a lot. They believe they took the whole issue out of the streets and they took it into the ears and homes of Nigerians. And they believe they deserve, in all honesty, they deserve to be given something. Sometimes they don't even give them salary. They give them, find a small chua. Those who are on salary are just 50,000. With all the works, all the data, sometimes they even call them data boys. And they believe that this is the time for reward. Why are they being neglected? And they believe that they're insisting on calling on their political leader. Look into our matter. Even if it is councillorship, reward us too. As well. My colleague is in the house. Honestly, the Fubara's team are just observing to see how it will play out. What's your take on this?
Well, I must say that during that period where this saga was going on between Wiki and Fubara, these media aides, I must say they did a good job. Give it to them. I don't want to mention names, but if you go to Facebook, Twitter, that's all the social media, you see them there. They were featuring big time. But it's shocking that everything is playing out this way. And, I've always been saying this one thing, that your relevancy is very important. Sometimes relevancy is not in the area of just loyalty. You must go beyond loyalty to do something that will be considered, because the truth is that the queue is very long. And this was the reason for some of the disloyalty we saw in Wike's camp. The likes of the Myowo and the rest. They have saved for many years. They have been there. They have taken risks. Some of them have lost, in different ways. But at the end of the day, you realize that when it happens that people should be rewarded, they'll tell you, wobona. In other words, just wait. You understand? So, and I think this thing is playing out for most of them to understand. That was why the emergence of Fubara was like, whoa, for the first time. Some of us who were at the rear, we've come to the forefront and all of that. They were so excited about it. Unfortunately, it ended up this way. And, one of the things that I noticed that Fubara did, which it's very rare you see it happen in Wike's camp, was the announcement, empower the people. It happened that even some of those who were nobodies in terms of, media and all of that, they had the privilege of having cars. Some of the media people who were pushing this whole thing too in Fubara's camp, they had the privilege of having cars and all of that. Some of them were placed on salaries, and they call these other big boys their own bosses, and those bosses were doing something big. These are the things that will make followership and loyalty something attractive, and someone will align with you no matter what. At one point, some of them, we saw that cross-carpeting from Wike's camp to Fubara, because they could see instantaneous, the rewards were just coming in, and that's the ideal way to run the thing. But a situation whereby some few persons will come over the money, and, even if they want to share it, they'll be giving people 50,000 naira and all of that. What's 50,000 naira in Nigeria of today? You are still paying people 50,000 naira. What are they going to buy in the market? These are some of the things that have caused some level of disloyalty. And I don't know, I'm not part of their politicking and all of that, but I think that if we can really want to sustain his own grassroots thing, go beyond those who are in your forefront. Or even if you cannot go beyond, because you can't do more than, Yes. But first of all, make sure that what is left over in the hands of these so-called your followers, whom you are going to appoint or elect, that make sure that you supervise their reaching out to the others. Because the truth of the matter is, there's a future, and that future belongs to those young people who are coming up and who are working seriously for you. You've got to protect them. You've got to make sure that they have that sense of belonging. It's very important.
Well, I guess that's where the difficulty comes in, because the truth is he cannot be an FCT minister and also be running as quote unquote interim governor, quote unquote, in
He doesn't
Rivers.
need to do all of that.
He needs to
At the
appoint
end of the day, ceremonies will have to take place. Ceremonies of persons that have been, rewarded and all of that. You attend it or you sublet it to some of your close by guys who are very loyal to you. Say, you are going to attend the ceremony. I want to see the videos. I want to see people coming out to, talk about how much they have been rewarded and all of that. That's how to do it.
All right, let's go wrap it up. Let's see how it plays out. I don't know how this will end, but we'll give you up.